Thank you for joining the Author Spotlight Show. My name is Gail Watson, President and CEO of Women Speakers Association. As part of running a global community of women in 120 countries, it's my privilege that I get to connect and have conversations with women from around the world doing amazing work. It's an important time for women to step into finding and owning their voice. And it's even more exciting when we see her put those words on paper in a book so that she can share them and have that reach and make that impact she was meant to have in this world. On today's show, we have the most amazing woman you need to get to know. Uh, Please welcome international best-selling author Cate Tuitt. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Gail. It's my pleasure to join you today, all the way from the United Kingdom.
That is awesome. So it's really great to have you. Now, Cate, I want to dive in because you share with us the power of art and how it can really help us heal, and especially given what we've all gone through and are still going through right now in this world. You really bring a solution forward. Can you share with us what has inspired you to share this story and why now?
Well, what inspired me was when I realized that during this pandemic, people were having real difficulties across the world, particularly women, in expressing their emotions and their feelings because of all the stress. And also because people were locked down and at home more often, I thought this is the ideal time to introduce them to art as a form of self healing because they can be at home and spend some quality time for their self and explore their creative sides.
I love that. And you're right. The timing is just it's perfect for something like this because as I've been mentioning, it is a solution. It's a helper with our
Yes.
expressing those emotions. So as we read your story, I mean, you're co-author in Voices of the 21st Century. Um, as we read your story, what is it that you would like people or readers to take away from it?
Well, I'd like them to see that I have been able to use art as a way to reduce stress and as a way to heal and rise up from an illness that I had. And this opportunity that we have to express ourselves through creativity without having to be world class painters. You know, you don't have to be Van Gogh. Anyone can use art, and I'd like them to take away the power of art to relax their mind, to take them out of their current present state of perhaps distress or despair, and to put their passions or their problems onto the paper and use colors which would be able to lift their spirits.
Uh, Using colors. Now, we have had a conversation before about the power of color. And can you give us an example of how color works within us?
Yes, sure. So, color has a big impact on our mental health. So, obviously, if we wear really bright colors, like the dress I'm wearing, for example, today, you can see that I'm feeling quite happy, positive, and also yourself, the background where you are today. But if we put darker colors, they can have an impact of either making us feel lethargic, tired, lack of energy. Bright colors, even if we feel that we don't want to do much. If you wake up and your house is painted with lemons and sunshine colors, it will have an immediate effect and impact on how you feel. And you'll want to jump out of bed and get stuck into the day. But if you're in very dark rooms, you may just feel to wrap yourself back up and go back under the covers again. So colors are really vital to your mental health and well-being. And even hospitals, they're painted in certain colors because doctors know the color scheme in hospital wards will affect our mental health and help us to get better quicker the brighter the colors are.
Oh, that's very interesting. So I just want to keep expanding on this because this is super exciting. Because just as you were speaking, how you're saying where those darker colors, those darker colors bring you down, they bring that energy down. And I was just thinking, in the winter months, I mean, I personally find I'm wearing the blacks, a lot of black clothing, probably just so it doesn't get dirty, but or doesn't show the dirt, but also, and then those earth tones in the fall. And so it with what you're saying with regards to mental health, we know that in our winter months, mental health skyrockets. So why are we wearing those dark clothes in that during that time?
Exactly. I think I may have to, my next venture will be fashion design, and I may have to design a few styles. And you've given me another idea for how I can impact the world. I think that if you look in the shops, you can sometimes see some bright scarves. So you could have a dark colored coat, and a lot of women, we wear like a bright scarf, like a red or a pink with a matching pink hat, which is quite bright, or some lovely gloves. I know you've got some leopard skin gloves, I've seen them. And so that brightens up our mood, our accessories.
That is true. You are very observant. So, so Kate, I mean, this is your passion. This is your heart. Truly, you are gifted with this. So, tell us about your business and how you are have making the impact with your gift.
So I am able to affect people's lives and to help them to overcome stress, express their emotions, to come out of their dark place by using art. Now I can't obviously meet people in person because of the pandemic, but we can do things online. And I have a blog and I give people ideas. And I also am able to do workshops on Zoom online and tutorials and train people in how they can use colors to lift their mood and to ensure it puts them back on the path to recovery. So, yeah, it's been great so far. And I have had some clients through my other work, which I do. And the referrals, when people come, they're going through a bad time in their life. And art really does give them the opportunity to speak, but not always having to tell their story over and over again to people like counselors and so on. Because sometimes when you do that, you get re traumatized.
You're right, and it's very scary to have to go through that again. So I know there's many listeners right now going, thinking, she's speaking right to me. We've all been pretty traumatized from this time. And with what you're saying about simply being able to engage in the solution, I think it's really important that we get a copy of this book. And so, what I'd love to know from you is where can we get a copy of this book?
Oh, great. Yes. So you can get a copy on my website. If you go onto website katetuittbooks.com, you can send me a pre-order, and as soon as the book is released, I will ensure you receive a copy, and I will sign the copy and personally write an inscription to you in the front of the book.
Beautiful. So let's get the spelling right for everybody. It's Kate with a C, Cate,
Yes,
Tui,
Tuitt.
okay, books with an S at the end, .com.
Great,
Kate,
that's it.
KateTuittBooks.com. A great gift to pick up for yourself if you're listening to the words of Kate and you're looking for a bit of stress release. If you're needing to give yourself that expression, if you've been feeling down, uh, it's a perfect gift for yourself. But you know what? It's also a great gift for someone else. And if you see other people in your life right now who've been struggling or been taken down a few notches, I can't think of a better gift to give somebody, a simple, easy gift to give somebody than this solution, this story, so that they have a little bit of hope. They have that exercise to walk them through to release that, because obviously very healing, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. And you can clarify issues in your life, because you're obviously concentrating when you're doodling or just painting or drawing, you're able to focus, and that takes you away from the current day-to-day difficulties which we're all facing around the world. So as a way of focusing yourself on something other than what's going on at the moment. So it's a great way to really give yourself time out. And we all deserve some time out from this pandemic.
No kidding. We certainly do. And I'm just thinking about elementary schools, when we're, 5 and 6 and 7, and we spend so much time expressing ourselves on paper with our box of crayons and and that freedom of expression. So, Kate, your gift is remarkable. You are changing the lives of so many, and especially now, we really need to know you. We really need your work and your support in this world. So, I want to thank you for sharing it with us. And before we sign off today, I would love it if you could leave us all with some your words of wisdom that you would like to share.
Yeah. Well, everyone, just put your problems, your passions, and your pain onto paper,
Just like that.
just like that, and let the paper do the talking. Express yourself through the paper and release your inner feelings onto the paper and unburden your mind.
I love that. Thank you. And thanks for getting us into action. We really need
Yeah.
that. We really, really need that. You are a beautiful soul, beautiful heart, and I can't. I'm so excited that you have shared your story in this book to to help other women um, be resilient and rise. So I want to really, really thank you.
My pleasure. It's been fantastic. A great journey.
Yeah, it's been fun. All right. And thank you for joining the show. And to our listeners today, we want to thank you for joining our show. And wherever you are in this world, we wish you a very happy day. So go get a copy of Kate's book. Go to katetuittbooks.com, pick yourself up a copy, but more, pick up a copy for someone you know and make a difference in their life. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Gail. Bye for now.
Bye.